I'm going to start giving out custom, and then when I cut this video, I'll put names and phone numbers in the video too when I edit it. First customer, or the first business that we've used here was to glass in our lanai. They also glassed in lanai on my first place. It was done differently than this one. They got all kinds of ways of doing it. You have to get a hold of them, and they will walk you through it. They also have a website that shows all the different ways of doing it. We got sealing. Well, they call it sealing the floor, but technically it's not clear to the ceiling. It goes all the way up to about, well, where the header's at up there. So the doors themselves are probably 6 feet tall, give or take. Sliding glass doors to enclose our lanai. And we had privacy screen put in. They did it all. And it's custom windows and exterior design incorporated. And their phone number is 1-800-881-1537. Or you can call their local number, is area code 352-787-9797. And they also have a website, website, www.customwindowsrus.com.
And they have a showroom.
Yeah, they do have a showroom.
Yeah, and I said, I like that.
And one thing that was different between this and that one, since I brought it up, is you don't have to do it this way. They could, in our other place, they put about I want to say about a 2.5 or maybe a 3 foot wall up on the bottom all the way across. And of course they matched the siding. And then they put the sliding windows in, just like our glass doors, but they're shorter. And you could open them up, but it kind of made it like another room, in addition to the house. From the outside, that's the way it looked. And I was happy with that too. That was fine. I just went with these because, I don't know, it just seemed to open up the whole lanai when you open the screens. That was my only reason. But when you call Custom Windows, make sure you let them know that we told you to call, and they'll treat you right. They treated us right, and we've known a lot of people that got their lanais put in by these people.
Both sides of us.
Both sides of us. Linda got hers done.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a whole bunch more people, but anyway, they've all been happy. I've never heard a complaint. So
and they're wonderful people to work with. They really are.
They'll treat you right.
Yeah. They actually come out and caroled us for Christmas. The whole office staff, it was wonderful. It was really different. I didn't expect that. And y'all probably seen the video.
If you watch during the holidays, most people travel. They don't watch videos, so that's if you
let them catch up. You know?
Yeah, if you haven't watched that, it's a little Christmas thing we had out here in the sidewalk.
Okay, our next vendor is Roberto's. Roberto's Floors and Remodeling, and Roberto's put in our floors here and in our patio villa. They did a wonderful job, and they also did our backsplash in the kitchen. In nice, they're very conscientious about their work and their timing. We really appreciate the work that they did, and like I said, they didn't take forever. They didn't mess around with stuff. They cleaned up very well, and somebody always comes and checks on the work. If not Roberto, one of his sons, I think it's Raphael. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure, but I think that's who it is. They come around and check the work after the guys are done. And they've always done a wonderful job. So if you got flooring needs, I say call Roberto's. Their number is 352-748-9663. And they're on Highway 301 and County Road 216 in Oxford. Like I said, they always do a wonderful job. Okay? All right, you got a winner?
No.
No?
We got a pile of losers. Next. Nova Filters, Brad Novak. Whole house water filter. That's what I had put in my house. I've known several people that's had it put in their house. I've even met people that don't watch my channel that's had it put in their house. And people I've talked to, any little item they might have about it, they get it taken care of. They just make a phone call. Like somebody, who was it that said that they didn't mind the water filter so bad, it kept the water clean, but it didn't suds up in a washing machine or something. Somebody told us that. And so when they called Brad and them, they recommended a water softener of some kind. Yeah. And so they come out and installed that, and that took care of whatever it was they were having a problem with.
Yeah, they not only have the filters, they have water softeners also.
Yeah, they'll come out and analyze your water. They got all kinds of stuff to take care of it. You know, Brad Novak and then his dad. His dad is also a village resident, and I don't know if his dad still works in the business or not. Just knowing the guy, I'm thinking he probably has his finger in there somewhere. They're good people to do business with. Brad will come out and talk to you, or they'll send somebody out to talk to you. I don't want to say him personally, but they'll send somebody out to talk to you. And their phone number is area code 352-566-2649, or you can email them at novafilters2 TV, that stands for the villages, novafilterstv@gmail.com or novafiltration.com. That's probably the company's website there. And down here it says they have whole house filters. That's what we got, the whole house water filtering system installed. Water softeners and reverse osmosis. I've never done reverse osmosis, but I know people that are really finicky about drinking water. They get that and they seem to be happy with it. I do know that the one person I know that had that put in their house is put underneath of your sink, underneath the kitchen. And it's all hooked up underneath there so you don't even see it.
Yeah.
And as far as price goes, when we had our whole house water filter installed, it was like, I want to say $600.
Yeah, but it's more than that now. But,
I think it's a little more than that now, not much.
Yeah.
I think somebody told me it was like $640.
Yeah, and if you can use the filters instead of the water softener, it's a substantial savings. And like I said, water softeners are nice, and up north we absolutely had to have them because we had so much iron in the water.
So what do you say? We need to call Brad again?
Need the filters changed.
Oh, that's what it is. Need to get filters changed. Because you have to, they tell you, here's what they tell you to do it like every 250,000 gallons, I think.
Yeah.
Who keeps track of that? I don't.
But
keep
I
track of that.
can, I clean them so I know what they look like when it's time to change the filters. And I
do it like once a year. I usually call them like in October. I like to do everything in October right before the snowbirds come back so I can get it done. And this year, the truth of it is, I haven't called him since October. So we are late.
Yeah, yeah. And I said, and I can tell.
Nova Filters, good people.
Good people.
Are they the only people that does water filtration systems here? I don't know. I'm going to say probably not.
No, no.
But I'm just telling you, we're just telling you who we used and who we know does a good job and who we know you can trust. Let's see, winning number is 6. I got no 6. That bonus number is 15. I got no 15. Loser. Another contractor, BND Concrete Creations, LLC. Romaldo, I'll put his name in the video.
Maguirre.
Mayhure. Phone number is 352-455-9614. His email would be, no, his website. I didn't know he had a website.
BND Concrete Creation. That's Romaldo, and he's done our driveways in both places. He's done the driveways on, I think, both sides of us.
He done Linda's driveway, done her garage floor. He does everything. Here he's even advertises as pool decks, patios, garage epoxy, added landscaping to his business. I talked to him just the other day, trying to talk him into sponsoring a couple of videos, and he told me that his landscaping business now is doing really good. He's hired more people, so he's doing okay, and he's honest. He's a good guy to do business with. He'll get you going.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, the next one is No Pressure Incorporated. Now, No Pressure Incorporated, they wash our house, and we get them usually twice a year, more if we need them, but we have them on a regular basis twice a year because we have vinyl, and bugs, when it's hot, bugs stick to this vinyl. and then too, after it rains, there's so much dust and everything around here because of construction. Well, I said your house really needs it. But by being no pressure, they do not get the water into your insulation. When they do the overhead, that was something that we worried about, was getting water in the insulation up there because that's perforated for a reason up there. But the no pressure does not do that. It also doesn't loosen your siding. They're very good to work with. No problems at all. So if you need a house wash, give them a call at 352-728-2768. That's No Pressure Incorporated. And they also have a website, but I cannot read it.
www.np for no pressure housewash.com.
And I
got a
see a lot of them.
A 6 and a 6th. I don't know how much money yet. How much money you think? 10,000?
$1.
Damn! How'd you know that? $1. See, look at there. There's the 10,000 down there.
Yeah, at least you got a winner.
Ooh, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. Our next vendor is Stipes. Stipes Seamless Gutters and Attic Stairs. And that's another...
He's building a new building.
Yeah, I seen it the other day when I went by.
I haven't seen it.
Wasn't where I thought it was, but yeah.
Where is it?
It's on 301 there in Wildwood.
I know it's on 301, but where is it?
I think it's after you go past the shopping center on the left-hand side.
Where they're building the garage? Ain't that where they're building the parking garage?
It's on past that.
I don't know.
The other direction.
He sent me an email the other day saying something about coming over and videoing it.
Oh, okay.
I told him, I said, well, there's nothing really to video except dirt.
Well, but like I said, letting people know that they're there. Anyhow.
You just did.
Yeah, they do gutters and attic stairs, and like I said, they're great to work with. I mean, he's a young guy. We met the whole family. His kids are precious, let me tell you. And I said they do good work. And I said I don't think they want an arm and a leg. You know, everything around here's went up in price. So you know what we paid is kind of a old hat because it's been a while since we had our gutters put on. But if you're from the Midwest, you know that's what you think when you look at these houses is where's the gutters.
Yeah, there's no gutters down here.
Yeah, and with the sand here, you would think that the water would sink into the sand, but it doesn't necessarily do that. It makes a hole in the sand, and then you have all kinds of problems. So
well, what I got against it is the sand has a color to it, because I can show you all these houses, even around me, where they don't have gutters, and it gets out on the ground and splashes. The bottom 10 inches anyway, around a stucco home especially, the stucco goes clear to the ground, you'll see a stain all the way around the house, and that's because they don't have gutters.
Yeah, and they're and the attic stairs. Like I said, I don't know much about the attic stairs.
He only does aluminum stairs now. He won't do wood.
Okay, well that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah, and their office number is 352-390-7744, and his cell is 352-217-3725.
13 and 4, nothing.
Okay.
Man, what a pile of losers. 4 and 9, nothing.
Okay, I thought that was one. That's why I said I ain't got my glasses on.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Custom windows. Already done custom windows. Here's my last one. CPM Plumbing. We used them once. I'll tell you the story here in a minute. The guy's name is Nick Benartz, B-E-D-N-A-R-Z. Nick Benartz. He does commercial, residential, remodeling, and service. I don't know much about what exactly they do, but they do have showroom hours from 8 to 3 on Monday through Friday. The mailing address is in Oxford, Florida. Their physical address is in Wildwood. That's where they have their business address, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But we used these people for one reason. It goes back 3 years ago that I noticed that we have water pressure gauges that Nova Filters installs on top of the system they have. There's water pressure gauges up here. And I was noticing one day I went out there and I kept seeing the water pressure. It seemed like it was a little high to me. And so I turned the water on, I'd go back down and I shut the water off and it looked okay. Well, then I got to noticing once in a while I'd go out there where the water heater's at, because there's stuff in there. And I opened the door to get in there and I noticed where the water heater's at, there's this plastic tray underneath of it. So if it does leak or whatever, the water doesn't get all over in there. And I'd see little drops of water in it. And I thought, what the heck is this? Is my water heater going bad after no more than 5 or 6 years here? Well, then I traced the water up it, and you can see where the pressure valve on top, some of that water was dripping out up there and coming down. So I called Nova Filter about the high water pressure, and I told him what was going on with the water heater. And systematically he said, we call it a burp tank. I think they call it an expansion tank. It's that round tank that is on top of your water heater here. We never had them in Indiana, so I don't really know the complete purpose of them, but it affects your water pressure. And he said, have you ever had that checked? I said, no, never did. He said, it's probably bad. And he gave me this guy's number. He says, call this guy, he'll come out and he'll take care of that for you. So I called him, he came right out, he went in there, he tapped on it, and right away he says, it's full of water, it's no good, you gotta have a new one. I said, okay. So he put on a new one. It was like $100 for everything. And as soon as he done that, all the problems were fixed. My water pressure stays normal. It's normal to this day. My water heater has never dripped another piece of water out of the overflow valve. So, yeah.
And that's important, especially if you're not here full time, because nobody ever told us that we need to check those. And if you're not here full time, if that should happen to burst and you're not here, it could be a lot of damage. So, you know.
Well, once again, thanks to Nova Filters, because, you know, he pulled us out of the fire on that one too, because I didn't know. Loser.
Well,
so what we end up with, $50 worth of scratch offs, and we got a 2, 3, 4. We won $5.
Yay.
All right, well, there's the contractors we got for you.
We've got 2 more here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there's one. I got one.
Okay, I'll
you
do
got
this one here real quick. This one here was something that Linda sent me. It's a handyman. People always ask about handymans. I don't know very many handymans. And anyway, we had, I wanted to get a electrical plug installed in the bathroom, another one. It was for, what do you call them things? A bidet.
Bidet. Your bidet.
Yeah, it was a bidet, and it has to be plugged in because it's got an electric seat that keeps the seat warm. It's nice.
It's foo-foo toilet seat.
I like
You
it.
get a foo-foo coffee maker and a foo-foo toilet seat.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a truck driver, people. I know you can't believe that.
I like it. If you call this guy, and if he's still in business, which we don't know that either, I assume he is, make sure you mention our name because he only takes recommendations. His phone number is 765.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, area code 765-863-8023. His name is Derek Phillips. And he did work for me, did work for Linda. I got no complaints. That's all I can really tell you.
My last one is Spectrum.
Matter of fact, I got a hold of him the other day. Sent him a text message, and he text messaged me back within 10 minutes.
Yeah, Lysander Himes is he's senior something.
He's like the senior manager of this area.
Yeah, and he
Oh, here it is. It says right there, Senior Residential Connectivity Specialist.
Right. And I said, when we have a question, and I bugged him because, you know, when something comes up, you know how it is. I know we used to have Xfinity, and I would spend a day on the phone. And so I don't know how Spectrum's system is, whether they're that way or not. But I don't worry about it because I call Lysander. And he always calls me back or answers the phone.
The email is lysander.jimenez@charter.com. I'll put all that on the video when I do it.
Well, we're done with all the scratch offs. Now what?
We're done. Video's done.
Okay.
I gotta edit it and put it out there. I hope all these phone numbers help you guys out. The scratch offs, as you've seen, it's a losing proposition. Save your money.
Save your money.
But it's fun. It's something to do once in a while. That being said, we're going to get out here and we'll just say we'll see you on the other side.